When I pull up on you, then I might swear, ayy. Dribble off deuce, ayy. That just might work, ayy. When I pull up on you, then I might swear, ayy. Dribble off deuce, ayy. That just might work, ayy. That just might work.
Welcome back to another episode of the Michel Matters Podcast. I'm Jocks Michel.
And I'm Jackie Michelle.
Welcome back.
Hey, everybody.
I think this is episode 11.
Yes.
Another one in the books.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Kind of, but I'm not tired, though.
Yeah, we're recording on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And so far today, we've been to church.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had breakfast with a friend.
Yeah, so
it was at home, but still.
That was here pretty much, not all week. She was here from Wednesday to today, from Trinidad. And we went to church, and then we went to my cousin's graduation party.
Yeah. Which was an all-white party.
Yes, a future USF.
I was out there looking like a glass of chocolate milk.
A chocolate milk?
Well, in a white glass.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you like dress codes?
Oh, I'm mad you started like that. I mean, I'm not in high school anymore. Like,
now all white parties are like the thing now.
I guess. I mean, I'm just not an all white type of person. Not because of anything else, but like, I get dirty. I'm like,
yeah, you're a human being.
Yeah, and I just feel like it's a recipe for disaster. I made it out clean though. That was like my goal. I was like, I'm not gonna get dirty today. I almost had a little scare.
Yeah,
but I made it.
But it was a pineapple, so it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I made it out clean though.
Yeah,
I could wear the fit again one day. I probably won't, but I could.
I'm sure somebody else is gonna have an all white party, and we'll have to figure it out.
And I might have to decline. But I don't know. I mean, it was cool.
Dress codes, though. Like, people don't like you to tell them what color to wear.
Yeah, because that's wild. Like, just let me wear what I want to wear.
Yeah.
Because what if I don't have all white? That means I have to leave my house, go get an outfit.
Yeah.
Maybe not every event is worthy of a new outfit. Mm-hmm. So if you give me a dress code, you just made your event that much more important.
Yeah, but you just buy basic pieces to go with, other outfits in the future.
I guess. But like,
and it gave you a reason to go shopping.
Yeah. I mean, it worked out in the end. I ended up getting a whole bunch of other stuff, but I have white pants that I might never wear again. But besides that, I mean, it wasn't that much of a L.
Yeah. And then what else did we do?
Went to my parents' house.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, that was it. We came home, but it sounds light, but it wasn't light. Like, it was a lot.
It's a lot of, like, traveling back and forth.
And now we're recording. And then after this, I have to edit. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that.
How did you feel about shopping, though? Because I just rewatched a documentary on minimalism.
Which I'm so not for.
I mean, why not?
Because I like stuff. Yeah,
but that's one of the problems that they, talk about or tackle in the documentary. I don't feel like clothes are a problem, though. Like, for me, I feel like I'm trying to be more minimal as far as like home stuff.
Yeah.
Because I can get out of control.
But I guess going back to the documentary you're referring to, those people are crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they live out of like backpacks.
Yeah, I can't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man. Like, these people talk about like going on trips and pretty much they just take like one pair of jeans and a shirt and they make it work for like a week. I'm like, no, that's crazy. Or they'll bring like, little accessories and stuff, but I can't live like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go that extreme, but I feel like I do have a lot of pillows in this house.
I agree.
Like, stuff like that. I'm just like, okay,
but see, stuff like that's excess.
Yeah.
Minimalism, it goes beyond excess. Like, they just cut out everything. It feels like.
Yeah, they're like, I have this one chair and it serves me and that's it. And I'm just like, okay.
This one chair is my bed, my closet. Like, come on, man. Live.
Yeah.
I can't live like that.
Yeah. But they also travel a lot. So that could be it.
Sure.
Yeah. So that was our weekend.
And last weekend you went to another all-white party.
Yes.
Which I
another graduation
humbly bowed out of.
Yeah. another graduation, we give each other like a pass.
Yeah.
So like if I don't want to go somewhere and it's your family function or friend function, I'm just like, no, I'm gonna use my pass.
I don't think we agreed on the complete total number of passes we get, but it's an option. Eventually, you know, like I can't use my pass on like a wedding or something like that because you know some things people expect to see the two of us, but
yeah, and it's a wedding.
Yeah, a baby shower. Yeah, I'm pulling out my pass.
Yeah, I
can't do it.
I'll pull out my pass.
Yeah, not gonna be able to do it, boss.
Yeah, most baby showers are all like the same, so it's fine.
But yeah.
You good?
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about me.
Okay, so last episode we talked about our careers and asked you guys what you do and, you know, gave a little more insight on what we do as far as like full-time jobs. And we did get a comment from Ilea, and she says, what we do is so interesting because we're both pretty much technical designers. And she goes, we are engineers of designers. We make the blueprint of designs and clothes you see in stores. And
sorry.
I feel like you're just a hater. Because what I do is not boring.
Okay.
Like, it's pretty exciting.
Okay. You constantly are messaging me throughout the day of how bored you are at work.
Yes. Okay, so the boring part is if your designers continue to like do the same things over and over again. Yeah. Because then it's like, okay, there's no new challenge. I could just copy the same thing I did last season this time. Like it's the same lace, it's the same everything. So that's the boring part. But if you're working in a space where it's like innovative, there's new prints and colors and fabrics, then that, you know, changes the way that I work. But thank you for your comment, Ilea. Nobody commented about your job. So
well, I mean, not on social or whatever, but I don't know if it's coincidence, but I feel like 5 people asked me this week, what do I do for a living?
Really?
Yeah, like when I went to practice. Yeah, or like some of the kids that I coach, I was like, they've been asking me, they're like, oh, so what do you do? And I was like, y'all heard the podcast? What? But yeah, I mean, it was a good episode. Yeah, I definitely still want to hear what other people do and more about them. That's me personally. I kind of like learning what people do and what people are passionate about and stuff. So
yeah,
even if it's not, you know, commenting from last week, just whenever. Yeah, I'll probably ask you anyway, but let us know.
Yes. So yeah, you can send us comments on SoundCloud or on the gram again at Jackie R. Michelle, Twitter at Coach_JOX.
Yes.
And subscribe and rate us on iTunes, and you can leave comments there as well. So we're gonna get into our Michel Matter.
Yes, let's get to that.
All right. Okay, so the past month, I feel like May has just been me surrounding myself with friends all the time, in a good way.
Yeah, for one of us at least.
What do you mean? Oh, because we take over the house?
Yeah, literally every time they come to the house, I feel like a prisoner in the corner of my house.
Whatever.
Trying not to intrude.
You choose to do that, because you can jump in.
Nah, I want no parts of it.
You jumped in on one of them.
For a little bit. But like I hear bits and pieces and I'm like, yeah, man, me by myself, I'm not going to be able to win this. So I'm going to just sit this one out. It's not
always a woman versus guy thing, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about friendships and like how or why we think friendships are important. So yeah, do you think friendships are important?
Of course. I mean, for me, I pretty much have like a solid group of friends that I've kept pretty much since like middle school to high school.
Do you have just like one core friend group?
No. Come on. I mean, I got, you know, my like day ones, like my brothers I've been down with since, you know, high school. And then I have like friends from like work. And then I have,
work?
Gene, pretty much. But yeah, friends from work. I have friends from college. And then I have like, you know, other friends is like, I feel like recently, one of my friends that's, you want to say popped up, but I've been dealing with a lot more is like Johnny. And you just have different people that you converse about different things with, and
so
and,
like
they
you
all
have
serve
different friends for different.
Yeah, they all serve a certain purpose as far as where they fall in our friendship, like matrix.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same for me, kind of like I would say my best friend Mary Beth is like in her own group, like she's like in her own category, and then I have like my I have my tea right here, but I have my different like girl groups as well. So like I have my wine night crew, and they're all
wine night crews. Like,
not really, we don't always drink wine.
Which one doesn't drink wine? Which group?
A lot of them.
No, which group doesn't drink wine? Because I feel like there's wine at each one of these events.
No, the last one there was just like sparkling things, but it wasn't alcohol.
But y'all started off as a wine night group.
No.
Mm-mm. Oh. I feel like I always see a bottle. It kind of
started off as like a small Bible study type thing, and then it just branched off into like, okay, we're gonna just chill. And then
I'm confusing groups. I'm confusing.
Then another group is more like a wine night. Then we have like girl talk and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's another group that is like, I guess it's like my church girls.
Yeah.
And we have wine, or we'll have snacks or whatever, or we'll just watch TV or whatever. But we hang out. So, yeah, I would say all of those groups serve different purposes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't run in that many circles. I mean, I guess I have my main core group of friends that we all hang out or whatever, but like, I feel like you have the same type of group, but like not same type, but like 3 or 4 different, like you're in like 3 or 4 different cliques. Like I kind of keep it pretty centralized.
Yeah. And I think that's where my best friend comes in, because that's like my centralized group right there.
Like you brought it down to like one person. Mine is like a group of like 5 people, 4 to 5.
Well, I still have like my quote unquote day ones like from high school, but we just talk like every couple of weeks. Yeah. It's not really like we'll get together because we're everywhere in the country, so it's crazy. But yeah, so how did you meet them? It's just all from middle school, or?
Well, for the most part, it all starts off like me. Well, it starts with me developing a friendship probably with Sap first. Mm-hmm. He was on one of our earlier podcasts. Me and Sap, and from there it kind of branches out. It's either me or Sap and me and Chris, but it's all so much interwoven because
I feel like you and Chris were friends first.
Probably me and Chris first. Yeah. But then Sap started dating Chris's sister, mm-hmm. so that wove us into like a whole circle together. And then when I got to college, I got way closer with Chris's older brother Pat. Yeah. And JoJo. Yeah. Well, I kind of was closer with JoJo first in high school or whatever, but yeah, so it all started like from there, and it just kind of branched out into those people because they're family or they're dating family, and it just kind of, that's what kept it together for so long too. Yeah. It's because, I mean, yeah, it's just all really, really close at this point.
And then we just all kind of dated at the same time.
Yep, and we all kind of got married at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I feel like your group of friends is kind of like that 90s not sitcom, like 90s black movie
college friends who grew up and matured into adulthood.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
y'all all do kind of the same things at the same time. Not the same things, but career at the same time.
Yeah.
Around the same time.
Yeah. Because like, I just remember even like when I first came home from school, me, Sap, and Pat all like were unemployed at the same time. Mm-hmm. And then we all started coaching together. And then we all kind of got jobs around the same time. Like, yeah. And then me and Sap got married pretty much around the same time. Yeah. JoJo a little bit after that. But yes. I mean, I guess it is kind of movie-ish.
It is.
But I mean, that's my day ones, I guess. Yeah. And we all kind of push each other and motivate each other.
Now I feel like watching The Best Man.
Nah, it ain't The Best Man. I know that.
Well, yeah, that's. Yeah.
I kill somebody, huh? but yeah, I mean, and I think that's another reason why we still so close to us, because like we all push each other in that way. I say I wouldn't say for the most part, but we've all been with the same girl for a long time. Yeah. And I think it's because we kind of held each other accountable in that way. Like, you know, little things, you can't be talking to so-and-so, or, you gotta, this is what you should do to kind of repair this argument you're having with so-and-so. Like, it kind of helped us keep on track. Yeah. Because there were definitely times where I just wasn't having it. But, it'll be somebody there to push me back in the right direction or whatever. Mm-hmm. So.
And I feel like my friends keep me accountable too. But you brought up a good point. Not all of my friends are in relationships or long-term relationships or married. I would say the majority of my friends are single. So how do you feel about that?
I'm okay with it. Those type of things don't bother me as much anymore. Yeah. Like, because typically you would say, like, you hang out with your single friends, y'all gonna do single people things. Like, okay, I don't know. I'm not insecure in that way anymore. Like maybe before when you was in like college. Yeah. Yeah. Because people put you in situations. I know, like, right. You'll be with certain people and I'm like, oh, and they'll do things that single people do. I'm like, I can't be at this person's house this late, because you went over there and she's over there with a friend, and like, yo, just sit with the friend for a little bit. Like, yeah, it's not the same thing. Yeah. But now, I mean, go ahead, because for the most part, you pick a solid group of friends. I don't mind your friends as much anymore. Not in a bad way, but like I approve. Yeah.
Oh, so you have to approve. Okay.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, because there's levels to this.
Because there's friends that I didn't approve of yours either.
Yeah, but you got over it.
Yeah, or they changed.
Yeah. And you definitely have friends that I didn't approve of, and you either got rid of them or they changed.
Yeah. But I didn't get rid of them because of you, or, stop because of you.
Sure.
No, for real. Okay. But that's a good point. So what do y'all like even talk about? Because I feel like when my friends are here, we can go on and on and on and on. And I feel like when your friends are here, y'all like, watch the playoffs. And
I mean, that's what we do.
That's it.
No, see, misconceptions, right? Like, I feel like it depends on the situation. If somebody has something that's really important to talk about, we'll talk about it. Mm-hmm. If not, we'll watch the game. Like,
so most of the time, y'all don't have nothing important to talk about.
That's not true. I just feel like the things that you guys care about or talk about, I don't know. Like, a lot of times, what are you and your friends talking about? What's wrong with dudes? Why they can't find a man? Like, these are things that we don't necessarily have a problem with. Care. No, it's not that we don't care. It's men don't necessarily have that same problem. Maybe it's we haven't found the right.
But y'all don't talk about it.
I mean, but here's the thing. It depends on the situation. So for the most part, I only have like one friend that's like really single. Mm-hmm. Well, I have more than one. I take it back. But the one that I talk to the most. Circle. Yeah, the one I talk to the most. That's single. And he don't have a problem getting women. It's just the type of women he's attracting or keeping in his circle. And I talk to him all the time about it. Or we'll talk about it in group. But you just don't be around to hear it. Y'all just have y'all meetings at my house. So that's why I hear all of these things. Yeah. We don't have our meetings here.
Y'all have them.
I mean, we do whatever. We could the group chat be live. We hit the group chat. Or we are in person. Like this Wednesday, we're gonna go watch the game. There's halftime. We'll probably talk, kick it, catch up during halftime or something. But I think it's like it depends on the type of friends you have. But I feel like we have meaningful conversation all the time. But it's like the stigma or whatever that men don't open up and talk about their feelings. Just because we don't be crying, we don't talk about our feelings. Yeah. We talk about stuff all the time. It's just, it's not appreciated in that same way because we don't open up in the way that people expect, I guess, other people to open up. Yeah. Yeah. Like, what do you and your friends talk about? Y'all don't
really be talking. Like,
oh, my goodness. So, don't. But what do you and your friends really talk about?
Everything. Mm-hmm. Like the other day, we were talking about real estate. We were talking about relationships.
I talk about real estate with my friends all the time. Well, one of my friends all the time.
We're talking about everything. Like, we talk about everything.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of it's trivial though.
But it's something to talk about.
Nah, see, we don't waste time.
But there are some things that, sometimes you just sit there and watch TV and you don't need to talk. And that's cool.
Yeah.
And then other times you just have so many things to talk about.
Yeah. That's exactly how
most of the time, y'all watch sports and you're fine. Like, you're building your friendship that way.
It is. Like, those type of things bring us together in a way that some conversations just can't.
Yeah.
And I mean, for the most part, I think men are generally more reserved. Like, we keep certain things to ourselves. Mm-hmm. But when something like really needs to be talked about, we talk about it. Because there's certain people in our group who can't keep it in. Like, I wouldn't say, I'm one of those people, like, if there's something that needs to be talked about, I'm going to just come out and say, like, yo, what's up with such and such? Yeah. And we'll talk about it. Like, sometimes you need a fire starter. And, I mean, once
so you're a fire starter?
I don't want to. Yeah, fire starter is not the best word. It sounds,
messy.
Yeah, I'm not messy, but I mean, something needs to be. I'm not afraid to start the conversation. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm with a group of people that don't mind having the conversation once it started. Like, but if somebody not pressing, I mean, it is what it is.
I think for me, like, I guess why I'm saying that is because you guys are all in busy stages of your lives. So I don't really see you guys hanging out as much as, like, back in college and stuff.
Yeah, that's true,
so, like, I don't get how you guys can still be building your relationships without talking as much.
But like, we do, that's the thing.
Now it's just like, okay, let's meet up, even if this is the first time meeting up with you all month. Yeah. And we'll just watch sports. Like, I don't get that. I can't.
I mean, okay, so, like, we catch up. So there's certain people we have certain different levels of conversation with. So with my married friends, a lot of times we'll talk about married things. But, like, that's the thing with me and my friend. Like, I don't have to talk to you every day to feel like our relationship is strong. And then, sometimes when we chill, it could be just, watching the game. It don't always have to be deep.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we do handle a lot of things, like, since we don't meet as much, we do handle a lot of things in the group chat and stuff. Like, it's something that, you don't, because everybody's busy, you don't have to answer right away. When you get to it, you get to it, and we'll have a conversation. But don't sleep on us. We have real conversations, and you think about it too. Like, in that group of, because it's a good amount of us. It's the guys that hold it together. Like,
well, it's because you're talking about, like, our together group. Mm-hmm. That's because it's building off of your friendship.
Yeah, I know. But, like,
I don't think all of the wives or girlfriends would be friends. Like,
well, for the most part, they're decent. Life. The most part, they're like cordial.
What do you mean? No, like, I mean, I'm cool with all of them, but I feel like had I not met them through you guys, we probably wouldn't be friends just because of life. Like, we have different things that we like to do. Now all of us have the same things in common.
But, like, as far as, like, we have such a strong, we've
grown,
yeah. But our friendship, like, has held it together this whole time.
Yeah,
like it's not like we so and so's not talking to so and so, or
no.
We never really have.
I'm just saying, like
that.
If had y'all not met and been friends, some of the women who you guys are with would probably not be friends.
I mean, probably not. I mean, that's life. That's life.
Yeah,
though.
That's all.
I'm just saying we hold it together.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your friends hold you accountable?
Yeah. Yeah, all the time. Actually, there was one of the wine nights. Okay, the wine night, because that was like the only night
the original
drink wine. We were talking about, like, pet peeves in relationships and stuff, and at the end of the day, like, we just came to the conclusion that, I mean, those things don't matter. Like, it's just one way that we take things in and that men take things in. So I don't know. Maybe we'll go into that clip now. Yeah,
let's do it. Yeah. I guess it's a bonus type clip. And well, before we get into it, just one more thing, like before we go, how important are, I guess, friendships in our marriage? Like, is it important for you to be friends with my friends in our relationship?
Is it important for
Yeah.
me? I mean, I look at friendship. I mean, your friends are my friends, right?
I still kind of see where you're going.
Yes,
with this,
but they're not the ones I'm going to call on.
Okay.
Like,
so I guess what I mean.
It's important for me that you have solid friendships.
But I guess my question more is, how do you think it's important for you, I guess, to like or approve of my friends?
Yeah.
Like if I had a friend that you didn't like, how would you approach it?
Well, at this point, like I would have told you to cut it off way back. I mean, we've been together for so long.
But what if I went to work and I made a new friend?
I don't know. And I didn't like them.
Yeah.
I would tell you, I don't like them. I don't think they're good for your life.
So you'd be like, don't hang out with them?
Yeah. I mean, you can hang out with them at work. Obviously, you don't have a choice. But I don't know. I think, too, because I don't make friends at work.
Yeah. Trust me, 100%. The one friend I made at work, I knew him since I was like 8.
Yeah. Like, I've made friends at work, I guess. And then, in the end, it kind of, like, backfired.
Yeah.
So, I just don't anymore.
I felt that. I forgot about that. But, all right. So, okay. I guess lead into it. Let everybody know what they're about to listen to.
Yeah. So, we're going to go into our girl/wine night clip. Jocks was not involved in this.
Nope. Didn't want nothing to do with it.
Nope. But we were talking and we are thinking to introduce some future girl/guy talks.
Yeah.
In some upcoming episodes, like later on down the road. And yeah, I think it'll give you a good insight to just our friends and what women talk about.
And what men talk about since they say we don't talk.
Yeah. So here we go. Names have been blocked to protect the innocent or not so innocent.
Okay, I'm not gonna
so we'll do that and then we'll go
into but XYZ. Okay. Fighting. I feel like one fight.
Because you would think that's like that gives you like heartburn. Like
fighting every day. No.
Why are you fighting? What are you fighting about every single day?
But
no, that's crazy.
It's not even a real fight. It just be bickering.
Yeah,
that's not real.
Yeah, that's not a fight.
Bickering is a problem.
But it's not.
I think bickering is a problem. You're just going back and forth all the time. Back and forth.
Yeah, that's being petty for no reason.
Because it's two very big.
It depends for what.
You guys have different upbringings, different backgrounds. You could be the same culture but still have different. And it's like you have to come together under one roof.
Yeah.
You know, like even the little things. This is how we use a dishwasher. No, in my house we use it for storage. Like
right.
There's so many little.
Yeah. So that's not
some people are very flexible. I think I'm a flexible person,
and you have to be.
Yeah.
Some people are very flexible.
But then you realize you are not as flexible when the person is there all the time.
That is true.
You're flexible because it's like, your flexibility.
That is true
it's you only. When you feel like, oh, if we came over here and we left everything like this, Jackie gonna be like, okay, no problem. I'm gonna just put everything in the thing. But if every day,
yes, and that's when it becomes a me.
We took everything to the kitchen. Why did you leave this out? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
At some point, the flexibility turns into.
Do you love me?
Right.
That's what that comes from.
Yes.
Do you love me? And we had a Bible study on that. It's like women or a man should show a woman how he loved her by doing this, or that's how at least women see love. And women should show respect men see respect. Because a man they want love, but they want respect before they want love.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you don't put the cup in the sink, you don't love me.
Right.
Like,
how come you don't love me enough to just put it in the sink?
Because you're not thinking of me.
It's like you're not thinking of me. You're not considering me.
Yeah. And especially if your love language is acts of service, that's how you receive love. So when it's not being done like that.
It's like, do you really love me? Because you know I'm going to get angry.
Yeah.
So do you really love me enough to not make me,
sweep the house, girl came and dropped his shoes and all the dirt. Mind me, it's been raining for 3-4 days. He dropped the shoes and cloud dirt just.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Yeah.
No.
But it's like it turns into a point because now you're
triggered. I'm triggered
because,
now.
If we put our shoes at the door, but your shoes, one shoe here, one shoe here. Me, I take off my shoes and they're next to each other.
Yeah.
How you? Because
now you're making a trail.
Separated. How?
Yeah. Now you're making a trail.
Now you're making.
And you know I see.
Every day you got to come and be like.
Every day.
Every day.
I do it in my classroom.
But honestly,
and then they take them off. And
at some point, you gotta stop.
You gotta
stop.
And I always tell myself that, so I was like, I'm not gonna do it.
No, to me it's not. I gotta stop.
You gotta stop.
I cannot.
I just
not do it
without saying something.
Yeah,
because it's my sanity.
Yeah,
that I need the shoes together,
and I get it.
He does not care
I understand.
that the shoes are not together
or not.
I can't make you care that the shoes are together.
Yeah.
You have to care that cares that the shoes are not together.
Yeah.
So if you don't, it's because you don't care about me to care.
Yeah. And that's exactly what she meant. Like, if you walk into our room, you'll know what side is and what side is mine.
Yeah.
So you don't want to put the clothes in the closet?
No, they go anywhere.
Because my clothes are in the closet.
No, the pants could be right there with the circles still in the pants, like they just
with the belt still in the pants. It's like, I mean,
why do they do that?
Why do they do that?
So it's ready. So it's ready.
I don't understand.
Guess what? But shirts, that button gotta go button all the way to the top to be in a hanger. Are you crazy? You can take your pants off anywhere, but your shirt's gotta be buttoned all the way to the top on a hanger. He's in the closet buttoning his all the way to the top just to put it in the closet.
Thing. That's his thing.
That's crazy. No, your shirt.
No, you're crazy.
But you want the shoes.
But you want my shoes together.
So what's the problem?
I'm like that in my classroom. Like even when you stack my
That's
papers,
what I had to.
You have to stack it a certain way. I will call kids back to fixing it. So I could only imagine. That's like a good training ground for me.
I hate when they don't walk in my office.
They don't remember to care. I don't know.
It's not. I don't think it's about not caring.
When you
but that's how you perceive it, right?
No, I understand.
But at the same time,
like I like the laundry to look a certain way.
Yeah,
I like the lid on the laundry basket.
Me too.
But I realize that when you put the clothes in the laundry basket, you're not gonna put the lid on top. You're just gonna put the clothes on top of the lid. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So you know what we're gonna do?
Top of the lid.
Yeah. We're just gonna get rid of the lid. Just put it in. Just put it in.
Ain't no lid.
Ain't no lid.
At some point, something.
And it's okay.
And it's gonna be okay,
it's gonna be just fine.
And you know what?
That's a
compromise. To keep the peace.
Right.
It's like, I'm not gonna keep doing this, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep.
But then
doing
again,
this.
there's stuff that they feel like I'm not gonna keep like saying this to you. I'm not gonna keep asking you. Like, I'm not gonna keep telling you that I don't want to be in the car quiet. I'm not gonna keep telling you that. You know,
well, sometimes you gotta lose the battle so you can win the war.
Yeah.
You gotta, because everything is not meant
to be an argument.
And there's some things that just God will deal with.
That's true too.
I like my shower curtains closed.
But why you leave the shower curtain all the way open so everybody who come in can see inside your tub?
But why? What's the difference?
Every time.
What's the difference? What if you open it and then you find like a surprise?
But you see how you close this when it got dark?
Yeah.
That's how.
But that's not the tub. That's just privacy.
No. When somebody come and use it, I gotta have my shower curtain closed.
Thank you.
Yeah. Really? Maybe because we don't have shower curtains.
It's not like it's dirty or it's like
that bathroom got shower curtains, but we don't use it.
At this point, I want a glass closing shower.
Yeah, that's what we have.
My next home will have to have just a glass, just a closed glass.
Just
the shower curtain battle.
But what difference does it make? Because now you can see clear through the glass.
It's not that clear.
The one that's like kind of crystal.
A little bluish tone
it's a little. It's
very she happy.
A year later, I can never win that. I just do it myself.
Yeah.
No, you get to
and you just hit it.
It's like, all right, like if he homework, all right, babe, good night, all right. Just close it and walk out because it's like
you dropped cream. Sorry,
it's like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm tired of this.
Why? And then leave the door open. I want my door open because I feel like
door?
I need the bathroom door. I need ventilation.
Yes,
of course. Yeah.
No, but here,
that's my pet peeve.
You walk
gotta
the door closed. No,
you talking about when it's not in use.
Like when it's not in use, keep it open.
Yeah, so it could vent
so
out.
it could vent out, so the towels could dry. Because when I wake up and I smell the soap on your towel,
Ooh, that is a nasty smell.
and he don't know it smells like soap, so it's not a. It don't
Clean,
smell like
clean.
No, it's a
Clean.
mold. It's a. For every day, I'm just like, yeah, no, and I push the door open.
Yep.
Oh, okay, babe, you want me to go get you something? And every day, I just have to push the door, push the door, push the door, push the door. Him and they both close the door because, of course, your mama,
In your house, you used to.
Yeah, so,
Your daddy's son.
Oh my gosh, I just push it.
So how long you gonna push the door for? Forever?
I don't know.
But you gonna put a sign, please keep the door open.
Look, then you turn into roommates.
So what do you do?
I'm
It's
kidding.
like,
What you
I'm
supposed
kidding.
to
I'm not
do?
serious.
How many times you
Tell him
do?
to keep it open.
What you supposed to do?
Several.
I need the answer.
Like,
I honestly need the answer because I don't know what to do. I'm a year
yeah,
in.
he don't care.
I'm like, forget it. You won, bro.
The thing is, I just look at it like, this is so petty. Other people got real issues out here. Like,
Worry about
That's why I feel like
You know
it's
what I'm
not
saying?
big.
You worried
it's
about
not,
ventilation.
It's not big.
like,
It's not big fights. It's just little like
Little stuff.
dumb stuff.
exactly.
But it's like, why you
simple.
It's the
like
day to
that?
day.
Like nothing that's gonna cause a divorce,
Right.
but
It's
just
dumb
simple
stuff,
things. It's dumb
but it
stuff.
happens.
If you want to keep
All
the
the
door
time.
open, push it open, bro. For the rest of your life, push the thing open.
Yeah, I mean, if that's how
Do
you
you
want to live.
forget? Do you not care? It's just all of these things.
It's like don't even think too deep. Just do it until you just feel like
They do. Don't say that.
they do.
But they just
dumb. Yeah.
Dumb as hell. But we choose to live together.
Yeah, exactly. So you dumber for choosing
Right.
the dummy.
Right.
For saying yes.
You have a whole choice.
Yeah.
Driving me crazy.
But long as I ain't arguing about who you sleeping with,
Exactly.
or who,
That's what I'm saying. In the
you,
grand scheme of
or-
things.
In the grand scheme.
Yeah, it's like if I ain't gotta worry about that,
At
I'm
least,
actually
listen, at least you gotta open the door. You don't gotta be fighting chicks. I'd rather open doors than fight chicks.
So hopefully you guys like that clip. Just a little inside on what we talk about. But now we're moving on to Listener Matters. And of course, like I would say, you can email us at michelmatters@gmail.com or hit us up on socials that we've previously listed. So the first question is actually from Jocks, because you asked me the other day this question. And I was like, this is good for the podcast.
So let me ask it again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you regret getting married so young? Quote in quotes.
Yeah.
So young.
Mm-hmm. I feel like, okay, we got married at 24.
Yeah.
So I guess that's young. I mean, it's young, but it's old enough that we were doing things with our life. I don't regret getting married young, obviously, because I'm still here.
I mean,
yeah,
people stay for less, but yeah,
this is true, but I'm not that person. So I think why I don't regret getting married young is because we did a lot of things I guess ahead of our time. Like, I don't know how to really say it. Like, we both had a chance to live on our own.
Yeah.
We both, you know, made our own money and we're allowed to spend it how we wanted to, you know, without having to, like, answer to each other. So, like, all that, the typical stuff that people want to do before they get married, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't regret it. I think when you know, you know. Like, there's no, what's to delay if you know at 21 or 41, you know?
Yeah. I think, I'm trying to remember why I originally asked. It was, you were watching, like, some YouTube video.
Yeah.
And they were talking about it. And it just made me think. And then the reason why I don't regret getting married so young is just because I don't want to say, like, I would have been on the path for destruction. But I definitely feel like to live the life I wanted to live at that time. Well, when I say I wanted to live a life, centered on, the Bible and doing things the right way. And I feel like a big key in that was being with you most of that time. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there was anything else left for me to experience other than that type of lifestyle. Like,
get married. Yeah,
like the only other thing I could have done if I wasn't getting married to you was,
be out here
sowing my wild oats. Wow. My oats could have got wild.
Too.
Like,
but I mean, I wouldn't say like just get married because you might be out here in these streets. No. But it is kind of like a protection almost.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thankful that we got married young, because we could have been out here in these
living. But also, and as my, church mother would say, I was burning with passion. Wow. That was so weird when she said it though. But that was another thing. Like, why wait and prolong or keep postponing, the inevitable. Yeah. I loved you, you loved me, and you was feeling me. Sure. And it was gonna go there anyway. Mm-hmm. Let's just do it the right way.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I think it's cool.
Yeah. I personally like, and it's funny because last week as well I had somebody she asked me how old I was and about my ring, and I was like, hey, I'm married. Oh, and she was like, she was taking my blood, and this is the conversation she wanted to have with me. And she was just like, oh, you got married so young. And I was like, yeah, I've been with her since I was 15. And she was like, and you still love her? I was just like, yes. Yes, I do. But like, that's kind of how people are so fickle or whatever these days. Like, it does seem like a wild concept. But, I mean, it's not when you really put it into perspective and like how like the Bible views marriage and as a covenant, and it's forever. Mm-hmm. Forever is really a long time. Yeah. So no matter when you start, forever is a very long time.
Yeah.
So.
But I do think getting married young, kind of like what the girl did say on the YouTube video, was that you don't really know. I mean, I guess at any age you don't really know what you're getting yourself into when you get married. Yeah. But you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. So I think we almost not downplayed like the work that comes with marriage, but we were just kind of like naive about it.
It slap you in the face hard early.
Yeah. And then once you figure it out and continue to figure it out.
And continue to figure it out.
Yeah, like forever. You're just like, oh, you know what? I'm okay with figuring this out with you.
Yeah. And once you get past that, you die. So.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, so the second question, it's probably run this a little bit quicker. What's one thing that happened to you that made you a stronger person?
For me, or am I going first?
Yeah, for you.
I would say it's not one thing, but it's like a whole experience that I went through. Basically, living in New York, I feel like made me a stronger person.
Those hard streets, the concrete jungle.
All right. Yeah, it was just like, what? Like, what am I doing here? Because basically I just graduated and just upped and moved. Yeah. Like, I didn't really have a plan per se. I just knew what I wanted to do could be possible here, and I'm gonna figure it out. And so, like it was hard being broke in New York because you need money to live there. But somehow I figured it out. Like, somehow, I didn't have to do anything illegal to make it work and still pay my bills. It's expensive. I think that was like the hardest thing, was the financial part of it. But somehow I had, like, my rent was $550 or something like that.
Which is rare.
Yeah.
Be clear. That's rare.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I had 2 roommates. Yeah. But yeah, my rent was $550, but then you have a Metro card, and then you have your phone. Con Edison bill is crazy. Like, it's tough.
Just stayed in Miami.
Yeah. Okay. And then at the same time, I couldn't find like the job that I liked. I had a family member that was in jail for like the whole year that I was there. So that was tough.
I wasn't there.
Yeah. We were broken up and then we got back together.
Yeah, it
was like a wild time. My best friend's mom passed away shortly after my best friend found out she was pregnant. Like, it was just like a lot of things in 1 year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that whole experience made me a stronger person. What about you?
For me, it's probably my freshman year of college. Like, I want to say both my parents lost their job within months of each other. During my fall semester. Like, as soon as I got up there. So it kind of, put a little scare in me, but at the same time, like, pushed me hard to do what I had to do as fast as I could because, with no money coming in, I knew it was going to be tough. Like, I couldn't really count on my parents for everything.
Yeah.
So I couldn't stretch it out.
Before that?
Nope.
Oh.
I wasn't working yet. I had worked before, but I literally had just started.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a job and stuff, but it definitely pushed me like in a way to kind of, secure the bag, come home with a degree.
Not be a 8-year senior.
Yeah, and do it as soon as possible. Yeah. So I could come home and either start helping or, just start figuring it out. Because the longer you stay in college, the more expensive it gets. So that was big. And I really think that really pushed me in a way that I don't think there's other things that can motivate. Certain things can't motivate you like that. It takes hard time sometimes to motivate people in that way. So yeah, I think that definitely made me a stronger person.
Nice.
So if you have any other questions, don't forget to email us, hit us up on our different socials. And now let's get into the business spotlight.
So, the business spotlight this week, or I would say this episode, since I'm focusing on friends and that's all we're talking about, and I did catch up with this one friend of mine 2 weeks ago, is one Crafty Miss, and my friend's name is Taryn Nicole Jerez, and basically in short, she teaches makers and creatives how to grow their handmade businesses. And I met her in college and we've just been friends ever since. Like, my car got towed at her house and then we've just been inseparable. So she's been helping me and talking to me about business stuff and obviously friendship things. And we just talk about life things. We tend to be in the same life, lane, I guess. We tend to go through things.
We got married around the same time, right?
No, she got married way before.
Whoa, yeah. They got married in college.
Yeah, she got married like senior year. But yeah, she's awesome. Check out her website. She has free resources to help like branding worksheets, ebooks, printable things. She has online courses. She has a pretty large Facebook community where she does Tuesday talks over like the live video or whatever.
Facebook Live.
Yeah, Facebook Live. There you go. And she obviously has blog posts. Her Instagram has a lot of useful information as well. And she's hosting a monthly meetup called Cupcakes and Creatives. And she's based out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So you guys hit up Taryn for any business questions, business resources. She's awesome. So I'm gonna leave all her stuff below.
Solid consultation.
Yeah. I had an hour-long consultation with her. It was hard not to talk about, friendship things, but she's awesome. Like, she just keeps me on track, and she's kind of like a business coach in a sense. Like, she'll keep you on track. She'll remind you, like, hey, did you do this? Have you posted today? Like, just different stuff. So we'll put all her business information below and tag her and all that stuff. And anything
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Wrapping up another episode.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for sticking through it.
All right, guys.
Bye.
When I pull up on you, then I might swear, ayy. Double off deuce, ayy. That just might work, ayy. When I pull up on you, then I might swear, ayy. Double off deuce, ayy. That just might work, ayy. That just might work. That just might work.